Good morning, everybody, to my YouTube channel. I have a very, very, very serious subject to talk about. I filmed a little bit last night, but I was too tired, so I figured I'd just do it live and then just go ahead and, do a quick video. I don't want to stay on the subject too long, but I can do a part two if anybody asks for it. Yes. So, good morning. This subject is very, common. It's sad to say, and it's also very important that we get it out. A lot of my videos you're going to see, they're going to be real life situations, and then a lot of them are going to be the motivation behind it. A lot of them I can do challenges, whatever. Anybody, subscribe, and I want y'all to share this video. I'm going to leave number in the video and links so pertain to the video. So I want to start off by saying God is good. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to talk about this. Okay, so first off, the topic today is sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is rape, molested, being physically touched in an inappropriate way. Everybody that I know, just about everybody I know have been through this situation, and a lot of people don't talk about it. They try to cover it up. They don't want to say nothing about it because it is kind of embarrassing when somebody takes advantage of you, and it's a hurtful subject. It's like very hurtful to even sit and talk about it because you don't want to relive the memories of somebody taking advantage of you. I want to start off with my first incident of sexual abuse. I just turned 5, and I had these neighbors. I used to go over their house, and I don't remember their name, but my mom moved in this like apartment complex, and like the way the apartments was, everybody was next to each other, and I went and played with them every single day. And we'll play with our Barbies and stuff. So they were staying with their grandfather at the time. These little white girls, excuse me, I ain't saying like that. And we were playing. We built the fort in the kitchen, and I remember I had to go pee. And my mom tells me to come home to go pee, or I feel more comfortable with going to the bathroom at the house because we were right there. But this particular time, I just went on and went. And I got in the bathroom, and the granddaddy, he always used to watch us, but I had been going over there, let me remind you, for a couple months, so I never seen anything suspicious, weird. And being young, you don't notice really too much of anything, so because you're innocent. So I went in the bathroom, and I remember him telling me not to flush the stool, and I was like, "There's no tissue." I couldn't find no tissue, and I was like, where's the tissue at? And so he's knocking on the door, so somehow the door opens, and I was like, "It's no tissue." He was like, "Hold up." So he made me lay down on the kitchen floor, because their bathroom was like, it was a bathroom where the kitchen was at, and he put his mouth on me, like, instead of using tissue, he used his tongue. And that's just the graphic part. And I remember laying there, I couldn't cry. I didn't know really what was going on because being so young, but I still knew it was wrong. And the little girls were like laughing, like, he's just cleaning you. And I was like, my mama never cleans me like that. Like, it was so confusing being 5 years old and experiencing that. That was like, I don't want to get teary-eyed on y'all, and so, and later on, I ended up telling my mother. I think I was about 7, and I ended up telling my mother an incident happened, and I told her what happened to me. We went looking for the dude. He was in prison for the same stuff he had did to his granddaughters. He ended up getting caught. And it was so crazy because when he was doing that to me, his granddaughters were so natural to it. Like, they were like, "Oh, he's cleaning you. It's okay. You don't have to worry." Because I was like, you're not supposed to do that. I know my mom told me nobody's supposed to touch me down there. And it just kind of like, I don't know, But he ended up dying in prison, and you don't wish death on anybody, because I'm going to get to that, why the process of forgiving. And that's going to be on another video. So the other incident was me and one of my best friends. Went out. We went to hang out at these dudes' house, and I was intoxicated. She was intoxicated. Everybody was intoxicated. And I remember her going to the bathroom. And when she went to the bathroom, they lured me into the room. And when they lured me into the room was dark. I remember getting slammed on the bed, my pants ripped off. The heaviest dude on top of me just ramming himself into me like. I remember. By then I had kids, so all in my head, I was thinking, if he kills me, like, this kind of way, my kids have to live with that for the rest of their life. So I tried fighting, and he was choking me. He was telling me, like, I was screaming, and then my friend, she was at the door, beating on the door, trying to get me out. I'm sorry, because I talked about this last night, and I didn't kind of get teary up. But when I talk about it, it's real. And so I remember her screaming, saying no, and I was saying no, and he told me to shut up, and I couldn't breathe, and it was hurting so bad. They were taking advantage of me, and I was like, Lord, please. And I stayed calm, and I lay there, and I kind of like was fighting my tears, and when they got done, they opened the door, and they left. And it was their place, but they ended up leaving. And my friend, she came in the room, got me, helped me put on my clothes and wash off. And she was crying. She was going off and stuff. And we got in the car and we cried. And I never really said anything about it because I felt like it was my fault that it happened. I was like, why did I get drunk? It's my fault that I went over there and I'm hanging out. And I just thinking that I knew these dudes for so long, they wouldn't have done that to me. I'm like, but then I was like, they did it to me and they had to do it to my friend. I felt like I was sacrificed for her. The reason why I wanted to do this video, because I talk to so many women, and I know children and even men go through it, like go through abuse, like sexual abuse. It's a really, really hard subject. It's something really, really that's out there. It's something that is horrible, and in your mind you're wondering why the world has people that does stuff that to you. Never feel guilty of what somebody's doing to you. I didn't ask for that. Just because I was sitting down and I was drinking, or just because I was this little girl and I was innocent and I didn't know no better, they had no reason to take advantage of me. I cry about it because it is a part, and it is a sensitive part. And throughout my life, that was it. In multiple times it has happened to me. And it eats at your self-worth. It makes you feel low self-esteem. It makes you feel like you deserve it, especially when people are mistreating you. It makes you feel like you deserve somebody to mistreat you because you don't have no self-worth. It's not okay. If you know anybody being sexual abuse, I mean, you don't even have to tell their name, but just know, get them some help as soon as possible. It is not okay for somebody to take advantage of you. Get some help. It's never too late to try to get help when somebody's doing something. If you know somebody that's going through it now, you can be in a marriage, you can be in a relationship, and somebody can be sexually abusing you. Like, I have seen it so much, and I done seen, and it's so sad that was a cycle in my lifestyle of growing up. Like, I could just be at, and I just hanging out, and somebody takes advantage of me or touches on me, or, I'm trying to work a job, and I got this manager, he was actually like groping on me and stuff. And people like that, they are malicious, they're evil. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them to think that mentally you can take advantage of somebody. That is very, very, very hurtful. And the reason why I can talk about it now, because I want to tell you that is no shortcut to healing at all from it. Is no shortcut. You can't just suppress it with drugs. You can't suppress it with, drinking. You can't suppress it with more sex. You can't suppress it by trying to fill that void with love. That was my thing. I tried to fill that void with love. I thought that was the way to get somebody to love me and notice me. And I tried to fill that void with love and drugs and stuff. And that's another video I would tell y'all about. I just like to share my life story and tell my testimony, because I am a firm believer of, if you tell your testimony to somebody, whether it's good or bad, you're helping somebody else. And I hope this helps somebody. I pray that it helps somebody. Like, it still got me emotional, because I hate to see people going through that. Like, I know so many women and children that have been sexually abused. My mother, she was abused by her father multiple times. He took advantage of her. My sister had been touched on. My brother even had it. And it's like it's a common thing for people to use sex to abuse you. Never let somebody use sex to abuse your character and kill your demeanor. But the first thing we need to realize is that for us survivors, I am a survivor of it, because God is so good. Like, I can talk about it. I might cry about it because it's sensitive, but I am a survivor. I didn't stop that from me having kids. I didn't stop that from me getting married. I didn't stop that from me having relationships. I didn't stop that from letting me breathe. I know people that commit suicide because somebody sexually abused them on a regular, or it was their father. It was always somebody close to us that we love and we think they'll never do anything like that to us. But you have no control of nobody else's actions. You have control of yours, of what you do. And I know it hurts to say, how can I get over this? Like, somebody really hurt me. Like, how could you do that to me? You can get over it. God is so good. If I tell you, I could have died a long time ago thinking, let me just knock myself off. All these people mistreating me in that kind of form, making me feel less of a woman, taking my innocence, taking my pride. That was not his plan for me. And that's why I'm making these videos, so I can help other people. I want to give y'all the sexual abuse number is 800-656-HOPE. Anybody that needs help or needs a way out, I don't mind. You can contact me, comment below, or you can go onto my messenger on Facebook. It's confidential. I don't mind helping anybody get through it. We can get through this together. That's how I think. And also, if it's you and you just want to vent and talk about it just to make you feel better, please feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind being that shoulder to lean on, because when I had it happen to me, I didn't really have a shoulder to lean on. And I want to be that person to fill that void for anybody else. And so at the end of this video, I just want to say, God bless. Thank you for everybody that's watching, subscribing to my channel. Please share this video on Facebook, on Instagram, Snapchat, Messenger. Please leave comments below. Inbox me on Instagram here or even Facebook, and just let me know what else you want me to do a video about. It doesn't have to be this serious, but it can be something that you want, and I feel free to talk about it. And I can be the voice if you want to, or you can even come join me on YouTube. So I want to thank God for letting me be able to share that with y'all. And I want to thank God for y'all listening to me and letting me share that with y'all and coming to y'all life. So thank you very much. God bless. Love y'all.